Hey everyone, welcome back to Seven Shepherds Farm. Today we're going to give you a full homestead tour. So aside from farming sheep, which is our full-time job, we also manage just a normal, simple homestead where we have a garden, milk cow, chickens, and just everything that we need to live off the land. So today I'm going to kind of show you what we do besides sheep farming, and one of the big things we do in the summertime is have a garden. We preserve as much food as we can from the garden for the year, but we definitely do not rely solely on the garden to feed us, but it is nice to have some of our own homegrown food canned and in storage for the year. So whenever we first moved to the farm, we had an in-ground garden just like on top of the dirt, and it was really hard to keep up with and manage with a lot of small children and working full-time jobs and farming. So last year let me back up. Before that, we started with some raised beds, but they were just this first row of wood, so they were real short raised beds, and there was just dirt around them, and then we put mulch around them. So that was a step up from just normal gardening where we had to weed it all the time and till it. So that was a good step up, but I wanted something even simpler that I could keep up with. So last year we took out all of our raised beds, and Jake leveled this off and we redid it. And so since we took up all the beds to make them taller, we decided to put down the black weed barrier paper too, just to totally solidify no weeds in the garden. So we did the black weed barrier paper, and then we made the gardens like double what they were in height. And then to totally make it weed free, we went with organic compost from Bluebird Composting in Fulton, Missouri. They're quite a drive for us, so last year we had them deliver a load to us, and that's what we used to fill all the raised beds. And then this year we went and just got like a dump trailer full to kind of top the beds off for this year. So I'm thinking every year for the next several years we might have to top them off. We'll just kind of see how much the dirt settles over the winter, but during the winter we do cover them so that they don't get birds flying on them and stuff in the winter. So anyways, as you can see, we can pretty much grow everything that we need in this garden. We have zucchini in this bed. There's only 6 zucchini plants in here. This is an 8x4 bed, and that's plenty for that bed. We have 2 beds of beets. Our kids love canned pickled beets. On the edge here, we just have some lemon trees that I'm trying to get started. My mom and dad have some lemon trees, and I took some starts off of theirs. So we're trying to get some lemon trees started. And over there, over here, we have our Brussels sprouts, which are not doing too good. A bug kind of got into them, so I'm not sure if we'll even get Brussels sprouts to produce or not. But if not, if they don't start shaping up pretty soon, I'm just going to pull them so we can plant something else in that garden. Up here we had broccoli. We're on our last head of broccoli, so we'll cut that and eat it soon. We had 8 heads of broccoli total, but we've been eating those and sharing them with family. I did freeze broccoli last year, but I will do that in the fall this year. We'll plant a fall garden too. So let's see here. Over here we have a lot of different variety of peppers, banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, bell peppers, all the things. We like to can those. We have just a small little crop of green beans. Our kids aren't crazy about green beans, but the baby does eat them. And then we have 2 beds of tomatoes, mostly Roma tomatoes for canning paste and things like that. And then we also can a lot of like salsa and pizza sauce. And then this bed right here has all of our watermelon and cantaloupe. It really needs to be trellised with a cattle panel, so we'll get that done soon. And then we just have like our strawberry bed over there that we just planted this year, and it didn't take off really well the first year, so we might have to try something different with the strawberries instead of doing them in a raised bed next year. We had better luck whenever they were just planted on the ground. So this is our garden. It's nice and simple. We have 12 big 4x8 beds total, and that fits everything that we need to feed our family for the year, for what we can. Okay, so another thing I wanted to point out, if you're starting from raw land building a homestead, I could make a whole video on that of why we put what we did where we did, but one of the things I wanted to point out is how our gardens are literally steps away from our front door. So it makes it convenient to just come out here and get fresh produce and things during the summer to cook with, and it also kind of just makes it to where we remember to come out here constantly to keep up with the garden, so that's helpful as well. If you don't see it all the time, sometimes you might forget about watering it or weeding it or things like that, so that is kind of why we strategically placed it where we did. It's a pretty spot right here in the front yard. There's still yard between the garden and the house, so the way it lays still looks nice, but we like having it to where we can see it all the time and where we can conveniently walk out here and get what we need. So this is our little gardener, Rowan. She's not so much into the farm animals, but she's really into gardening. So she helps us water it every day. I don't think I've watered it one time this summer, so she's remembered that every single morning. And she always picks all the fresh produce every day, don't you? Yes.
No wonder we don't have any weeds.
Yeah, that's why. I was just bragging how our garden doesn't have any weeds. Have you been picking them all?
No.
Oh, okay. Is there anything you want to show them? What's your favorite thing in the whole garden?
Beets.
The beets. I told you, right? You like canned beets, don't you?
Yeah.
She has to ration out our beets every month and make sure we keep enough beets to last us till the next summer. So she loves pickled beets. Which bed of beets did you plant? Is this your bed of beets?
No.
Oh, that's the one I planted. Look how bad it looks. I missed a whole bunch of spots apparently. Ooh, look at this one. It's coming out of the ground. You see it? Why don't you pick this beet? Pick this beet and show them. Look at that. Very first beet harvest, isn't it? They're getting ready. We're going to be picking them soon. You want to bring this one in and fry it?
Yeah. I don't know how to fry beet.
I'll help you.
Out of the ground?
You mean you don't just take a bite of it? You probably would, wouldn't you? Okay, so underneath all this is our potatoes and onions. So this just is a prime example of why we garden in raised beds. I just cannot keep up with it. Not that I can't, I just don't enjoy keeping up with it. So anyways, we will still most definitely use the produce out of this garden. In fact, actually these onions are getting very close to being able to pick. And I'll just come in here with some tall boots and pick these things. Oh, well, maybe they're not as close as I thought. But anyways, I will still pick these. We have 150 onions planted through here. And yeah, this is definitely not what you want your garden to look like. And this is why we don't even try to garden this way. Last year we did plant our onions and potatoes in the raised beds, but we did not have nearly enough. It only lasted us till about November. So that's not nearly enough. So anyways, this is our garden with our potatoes and onions. And like I said, this is just why we don't garden this way anymore. Some potatoes right here. So next year, something I am planning on doing differently back here with this garden is putting the weed barrier paper over these rows that I planted the onions and potatoes in, and doing more of like where you just like burn a hole in the weed barrier fabric to plant your things to try to keep down these weeds and make it look nicer. So that is something that we're going to try to do differently again next year, just to make it even easier back here for the potatoes and onions. Okay, so another part of our homestead that we manage every day is our chickens. So these chickens lay enough eggs to where we're able to provide some to the farm store, and then mostly just for our own use. So we have a video. It was one of our very first videos that we made on YouTube, and it kind of shows the entire process of how we built this mobile chicken coop. we just have this chain on the front. We hook to the side-by-side every day and pull it forward, so they have fresh grass every day, but they are not just free range everywhere where they can poop on my front porch and eat things out of my garden. So they are in here, but we do move them every day. We just have like this door on it, and then we have a hen gear nest box in there. So feeding the chickens, managing the eggs, watering them, that is just a very quick, easy process that we do every morning. Then we have one of our Great Pyreneeses that comes and goes in here. She likes to stay with the chickens, and so anyways, we usually feed her in here too, because that's where she normally is. So anyways, that's just a very simple part of the homestead that I feel like if you were going to start with any kind of animal on a homestead, I think that chickens are something really great to start with. They produce really nutritious eggs, and they're something easy to take care of. Okay, so aside also from sheep farming and managing a homestead, another part of our business is we have a farm-to-table store. So this is just an on-site farm-to-table store that people can come in and shop at this little one-room schoolhouse that we converted into a farm store. We don't ship any of our items yet. We've had this for about 3 years now, and we're just we have a lot going on, so we just kind of dabbled in people coming out here to shop, but it's something that we would like to venture into, to shipping our meats and stuff like that, but it's just nothing that we've started yet. So right now we're only open to the public to shop in person, but this is another part of our business. So this is a one-room schoolhouse that was on our property. The windows were kind of falling in, and they had used it for a hunting shack for years. And so we replaced the windows and kind of took all the old sheetrock and carpet up and restored it back to its original beauty as much as we could. So we ended up tearing the flooring out all the way down to the original hardwoods. We kept those. We tore all the plaster off the walls, brought it back down to the original walls, and then we put 2 large coolers in here. The refrigerator cooler is just kind of stocked with eggs and some soda at the moment if people want to come out and get a drink while they're here. And then it also has our best-selling beef sticks and lamb sticks, which are just like snack sticks that people can buy while they're out. They're just like pre-packaged snack sticks like this. They don't have to stay in the refrigerator. We just keep them in the refrigerator to maintain freshness. And then our kids have just like bottled drinks in here and stuff that we keep in here just during the summertime. So that's what the refrigerator is full of. And then the freezer section has, we carry all like homegrown beef, pork, and lamb. So people can come in here and buy any kind of beef, pork, and lamb. We also do raise pasture chickens, but those are all pre-sold, so we don't sell them like in the store, but we just pre-sell those every year. So another thing that we carry in the store is just some like durable farm toys, and then just some homemade like soaps and deodorants and things like that, some natural type beauty products. So anyways, this is, like I said, this is another large part of our business that we do on the side, but sheep farming is obviously our main job, but these are just kind of some of the things we do on the side. So I'm going to take you back now and show you our milk cow. She's about to have her calf any day now, so I'm going to show you her, and then we'd love to make a milking video coming up whenever we start milking her again and kind of show you that process. But anyways, follow us back to the milk cow. Okay, so this is our milk cow, Taffy. She is a registered Guernsey milk cow. We got her a couple years ago, and whenever we first bought her, she was bred to a Jersey bull. So we do have her heifer calf that's half Guernsey, half Jersey that we plan on also using as a family milk cow someday. But Taffy this time she is just bred to our old Hereford bull. So she will have a half Hereford, half Guernsey calf here very shortly. So she's due any day now within the next week or two. So she is currently dry, but we will be milking again here very shortly. So she gives us great fresh milk that we only use for our own personal use. We don't sell any of the milk in our farm store. That's just something that we just use to feed our own family. So anyways, we will share more of our milking journey once she has her calf. But she's probably my favorite part of the homestead because the milk is just so useful in so many different ways. So anyways, she's got a few flies on her, so she's kind of itchy. Well, hello. Are you going to show him your bag? No? All right, there's Taffy.
Hi, Taffy. Hi.
Okay, I just wanted to show you real quick. This is our milking barn. So as you can see, it's just right here behind our house. So we will just put like the milk machine on a metal crate and take it down here to the milk barn every morning. So it's just within walking distance, and then we have a solar generator in here. So I'll go into a more in-depth video on how we milk, but we do have 2 stanchions. We used to have 2 Jersey cows that we milked every day. So we do have room for 2 milk cows, but at the current time we only have 1. So that's where she's used to going every day to be milked. And like I said, we'll show a more in-depth milking video as soon as she has that calf. But I just wanted to kind of show you the convenience of our milk barn and where it was located on our homestead. Okay, our kids also have a horse. Her name is Patches. She's a pretty little paint horse, and she's very kid-friendly. Our kids love to ride her and just, you know, have her as a pet. So she's another little part of our homestead. She's kind of right here by your house.
That's right.
And we like to go on short rides with her. Okay, so we hope that you guys liked this different kind of video today. It was a little break from our normal sheep farming content. I know whenever we first started this channel, we weren't really sure which direction it would go, whether it would be more about the homestead or more about the sheep operation. For right now, with us just starting the large sheep operation at the rental farm, that's just kind of what all of our content has been about so far. But we would really like to start showing you more about what we do on our homestead and how we practice kind of organic farming and things like that. So we'd really like to start making some more videos on that. So if you like this type of video, leave us a comment down below and we can start showing you more of this kind of stuff too. But we'll definitely still be showing you everything we do on the sheep farm, how we move them, how we keep them parasite resistant, and things like that. So sheep farming will definitely still be a heavy topic that we go over on this channel, but we would also like to start introducing you to some of our homesteading type projects as well. So thank you to everyone who follows along on our channel. Thanks to everyone who has liked and subscribed so far, and we enjoy making the videos and we'll keep doing so. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you next time.